Okay, so we are going to be taking this quite a bit into the hips today. We're taking this toward Ekapada Galavasana, or flying pigeon as some people call it. And so it's a lot of external rotation of the hip and a lot of use of this figure four shape, very much getting into the stretch that you go into when you go into your half pigeon pose. That's the first demonstration I have before we begin. So what's going to happen once we get in the main part of the flow is every sequence will bring you to the front of the mat. And we're going to start this from the standing balance, work it further into the hip opener, and then if you want to take it there, you can take it into the arm balance. So just feel free to stop at any point and just take things as far as you like. But you're going to be at the front of the mat. You're going to be on one foot with one leg lifted coming into this figure four shape. So see, you can bring the ankle of the lifted leg past your thigh. Curl the toes of your lifted foot. Keep the knees aside. Keep that foot active and keep the leg tense. It's going to make the pose much more solid and to allow you to take things further, whether you're just going to the hip opener or the arm balance. Now, your arms can be bound, and if for whatever reason you're having trouble balancing, you can always free your hands, maybe bring them to your hips. That's usually the most effective place to just find your balance, but whatever works for you. And if you're having just too much trouble standing one foot, keep in mind, you can always bring that lifted foot down to the floor. A lot of times, just touching your toe to the mat is enough to right your balance. And if you're getting hacked off about it, it's just going to get worse. So take a deep breath, try to calm yourself down, and see about how far you can go to standing on one foot. Pull a little bend in your base knee, and having that tension between both legs helps you stay upright. You can always just stay right here. If you're ready to take things further, you can start to hinge forward from the hips, come down lower over your folded legs, and this is going to be a pretty big hip opener if your hips are tight. And if you have a lot of trouble with half pigeon, or if half pigeon puts you in a very deep stretch very quickly, you're going to feel this right away. This is good enough here. If you want to take the fold and just take that stretch, you can bring the fingertips down to the floor, and that's good enough as well. And then if you're able to bring the hands down, this is the requirement if you're going to take it toward the arm balance. You need to bring your palms down flat. So ground your hands down. Try to keep that lifted shin high on both upper arms, as close to the armpits as you can get, and kick the leg forward. Look forward, lean, just take things slow. And if you're going to take the arm balance, just see if you can hover the base foot up off the floor. You can always set it back down. If you're able to keep it lifted, see about pulling your heel up toward your seat. Try to keep your hips up high and your head low. It makes the pose much more solid. And if you want to take it even further from here, you can extend that back leg up and back. The more vertical you go, woo, see if I can hold on to this, the easier this pose is to hold, even though I'm not demonstrating that very well right now. And then to come back out of this, you bring the knee back to the shin, the foot comes back to the floor, hands to your hips, will come back up to standing with one knee high, and then we'll take it into the Vinyasa from there. And that will be at the end of each sequence, keep in mind, once we get into the main part of the class. So that's at the end of the flow. One demonstration for the very beginning. So we're going to start this in downward facing dog. And bring one leg up high. You can take things back and forth a little bit, but eventually you're going to pull your knee into your chest, set your foot down about halfway down the mat, and then pull the second leg in toward your chest and compress this as much as you can in this fold. And I want you to keep your arms vertical, press down, dig into your fingertips, and keep your hips up high. Take weight on your hands and keep the arms vertical with the shoulders over your wrists. We're going to hop back and forth from one foot to the other. Now, before I do anything here, keep in mind, if you look at the foot that I'm standing on, the heel's lifted. You want to keep your heel lifted. You don't want to do this with a flat foot, or you're not going to hop too far. And press into your hands, take weight on your hands, welcome it as much as you can. You don't have to take this up too high, but try to land your feet as lightly and as softly as you can. And if you're on a wood floor, you should be able to do this with hardly any noise. Just press into your base foot, come down on the other, and just keep taking this back and forth. And it doesn't have to be too high. Push into the floor, take weight in your hands, and press from the shoulders down into your palms. And if you want to take it further with your hips up higher, try to maintain this compression with your thighs pulled in. And again, you can take it up higher, but try to slow it down. Take it from one foot, back to the other. And it's going to be hard to breathe and hard to talk while I do this, but the more difficult you make this is the slower the landing and the higher you go up with your feet. Try to keep your legs pulled in close and just work that as best you can. And then we'll move into the rest of the sequence from there. So all that said, let's go ahead and start this on our backs. And we're going to take this into Supta Baddha Konasana. So that's soles, feet together, knees out wide. And if you're like me and you're a little bit tighter in the hips with the knees more than an inch or two up off the floor, I recommend sliding your feet away from you to make a longer diamond shape with your legs. And if you're more open and the knees are almost all the way down, it may be comfortable still to pull the heels in close. Once you've worked that out, especially if your hips are tight, I recommend resting your hands on your inner thighs. But just take the position that works best for you here. Try to relax around the hips. You're not really pressing down, but you want to let your knees settle toward the floor as best you can. Let your low back take its natural arch. Now let the shoulders sink down toward the mat. Let your chest open up as well. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then to start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pull in as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs and hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. Now when you're ready here, take a deep inhale. And when you exhale, just open your eyes. And then just take things slow. With an inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then with the exhale, just reach this forward, hands between your thighs somewhere. Inhale, reach the arms out long again. Exhale, arms forward. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms forward again. Inhale, reach this out long. And then with the exhale, bring the arms forward but curl up as well. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, stay lifted. Belly pull in, low back down. If the feet are further forward, I recommend bring the heels just a little bit closer. Try to keep your low back down. And we'll go back and forth from here curling. So with your next inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl this forward. Inhale, roll out long again. Exhale, curl forward. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl forward again and stay lifted. Now keep your belly pulled in, low back down. Bring the hands right in front of your chest. And hold the lift and just take this crosswise. So reach your right arm over toward your left knee. And then come back to center. Reach the left arm right. Back to center here. Right arm left again. Let yourself twist. Bring it to center. Reach your left arm right. Back to center. Reach your right arm left. Try to twist further as you take it back and forth. Come to center. Reach your left arm right again. Bring it to center. Reach your right arm left. Stay lifted. Come to center. Reach your left arm right. And then just one more round. Back to center. Reach your right arm left. Hold here for a moment. Come back into center. Reach your left arm right. One more time. Hold here. And then just come back into center. Take hold of your knees. Pull them into your chest. Relax your head. And just squeeze your knees down and press your spine down flat to the floor. Now you can pull the knees out wide. Maybe rock a little bit side to side. But just breathe here for a moment. And then if you're moving side to side, bring this into center. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your grip. Extend all four limbs up toward the ceiling. Now keep your belly pulling. Keep the low back on the floor and stay loose. Roll out your wrists. Roll out your ankles. Move your fingers and toes. And just let things crack as they're going to crack. And then go and straighten all this out. Reach the fingertips and toe tips toward the ceiling. Belly pulled in, low back down. And then just start to scissor the arms and legs side to side. And reverse the cross as you take it back and forth. Now keep the arms and legs as straight as you can. Reach to the fingertips and toe tips. And you can go through a wider or narrower range. You can take it faster. Take it slow, but just keep the motion smooth here. And then go ahead and slow this down. Bring all four limbs back up to vertical. And then once you come into center, keep the legs lifted, but bring the elbows down to your sides. So bend at the elbows so the forearms are still vertical. Make your hands into fists. And we're going to take things a little bit differently here to take things into the hips. So bring your left foot down to the floor, but keep your right leg high, point through the toes. Now when the left foot comes down, keep your fists clenched, press your elbows down, and as you press the left foot, just lift your butt up off the mat about an inch or so, and hold that lift. And then from here, keep the right leg as straight as you can, but reach it as far to the left as you can with your chest still squared toward the ceiling. And then bring the right leg up high back to vertical. Reach the right big toe over to the left again. And then come back into center. One more time, right big toe reaches over the left. And then come back to center here. Now your hips are still lifted. and then take it the other way. Bring the right big toe down to the right side as far as you can go. And then bring that right leg back up to vertical. Right leg out to the right, press into your right elbow. And then come back up to center. Now one more time, bring that right leg out to the side and find a position you can just hold. So keep the leg as straight as you can, keep reaching through the right big toe. Keep pressing into both elbows. And then lightly pulse, bouncing into that right foot on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg high. And then bring the right foot down and just relax things for a moment. Go ahead and bring your butt down to the mat. And when you're ready, set up for the other side. So again, forearms vertical, hands curled into fist, press the elbows down. Push into your right foot, extend the left leg straight up and point through the left big toe. Now press into your right foot and press into the elbows. Lift your butt up off the floor just an inch or so. And then let's take the left leg over to the right side. So reach that big toe over to the right as far as you can. Bring your left leg back to vertical. Over to the right side again as best you can. Keep pressing to the elbows and come back up to center. One more time. Let your left leg come down over to the right. Bring it back to center. Now stay lifted up off the mat like this. And then bring your left big toe out to the left this time, low as you can go. And then bring that leg back up to vertical here. And then left big toe out to your left side again. Open up the hip. And then come back up. One more time. Bring your left leg out to the side to where you can hold and just stay here. Keep your butt lifted from the floor. Keep your elbows pressing down. And then just lightly pulse into that left foot on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg high. And then go ahead, bring your foot back down. And then once you come back down, go ahead and just bring your arms to your sides. Fold your knees right and left. Just stay loose. And then bring your knees up to center. And we'll take this into bridge. So feet and knees about hips width distance apart. Bring your heels in close. And close enough so you start with your low back basically flat. Arms to your sides, palms down. Just keep your gaze high. And let's take this up and down. With an inhale, press into your feet. Squeeze your glutes. Lift your hips up. With the exhale, roll back down. Inhale, press your hips up high. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips up again. Exhale, roll this down. And then inhale, press up one more time and stay lifted here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep lifting. And as you hold on to this, if you want to take it further, dig into your toes and see about pulling your heels up off the floor, but the glutes are still tense and your hips are still pressing high. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, just roll everything back down. Now once you're down, we'll take another version from here. We'll take the first figure 4. So step your left foot to center. Cross the right leg over the left. So bring the ankle past the thigh. Curl the toes of the right foot and keep them curled. Keep the right knee out to the side. And then still, arms down at your sides. Push down into your left foot, and we'll take this up and down. So with an inhale, press your hips up high. Squeeze your glutes. With the exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up again. Exhale, roll down. Now inhale, lift up one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting like this, and try to press your right knee toward the floor even as you're pressing your hips up high. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, come back down. Once you're down, switch it out. Right foot to the floor. Cross the left leg over the right. Bring the left ankle past your right thigh. Now curl the toes of the left foot. Keep them curled. Bring that knee out to the side. And then take it up and down from here. So with an inhale, press your hips up high. With the exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press your hips high and stay lifted like this. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep lifting. Try to press your left knee toward the floor even as the hips are still pressing up. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, come back down again. Now once you're down, go ahead, bring both knees to your chest. Bring your hands to your knees. And squeeze everything in tight. Now as you're squeezing, lift your head, lift your shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. And then just start to roll a little bit. Now keep your legs pulled in close, but bring the weight back toward your shoulders. And then toward the tailbone. And just take this back and forth about 3 or 4 times. Now we're going to bring this up to a seat. Try to keep your legs pulled in, and when you're ready, just come up. Try to keep the feet up off the floor. If you want too far, just lean back a little bit and lift them up. Pull the thighs in close. Try to sit this up tall. Press your low back forward. And then as you're holding on to this, go ahead, bring the knees out wide and reach between your legs and take hold of your big toes. Now draw the heels in close, so we're back in Baddha Konasana here. Soles of feet together. Still sit this upright. Press the low back forward. Stay tall. And then just keep your gaze forward. Stay as upright as you can and release your grip. Reach your arms straight forward. Now from here, we're going to pulse this. Bring the knees up toward the armpits and reaching forward through the fingertips on my count. So from here, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay here. And we'll take a second round. Now you got a choice. You can keep reaching forward if you want to make it harder. Maybe reach the arms straight up, but you still want to sit this up tall. Your knees are still coming in toward the armpits. Now again from here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here. And then take hold of your big toes again. Knees are still wide. Now pull the heels in close. Sit this up tall. And then just take it bit by bit with one leg at a time. Bring the right foot out to the side. And then come back into center. Left foot out to the side. Back to center here. Right foot out to the side. You can take the leg straight if you like. And then bring this into center. Left leg out to the side. Try to take it a little bit further than before. And come back into center. Now when you're ready, start to lift both feet. Maybe a little bit. Maybe with the shins toward parallel. And if you can extend further, still sit this up tall. Press your low back forward. Keep your gaze forward. Try to keep your shoulders down best you can. And then as you hold on to your balance, see about taking this further. So tense up through your legs and right where the legs join your hips. And see slowly about releasing your grip, but try to keep your same position. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, cross at the ankles, roll forward your hands and find all fours. Now once you take it into all fours, give yourself a moment here, move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let the shoulders and hips move side to side and just feel things out. Notice where you're loose and where you're tight. And then go ahead, bring this into center, back to all fours, and we'll take this into the wrists. So to set this up, walk your hands in close to about one hand's length in front of your knees. And then flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms facing up, the fingertips pointing toward you. Now spread your fingers out wide, press your fingertips down, press your spine up toward the ceiling. Try to do this with your arms as straight as you can. And if you need to, you can always bring the hands right in front of the knees, and that will take less pressure on the arms and more the weight on the legs. But as you hold on to that tension, keep your fingertips pressing down like you're trying to press holes into the floor with your fingertips. And if this is good enough, stay here. Maybe you can just sway the shoulders side to side. Now, if you can take this a little bit further, go ahead, bring your legs together, knees and feet. And then see about just moving with your legs as you hold on to the tension in your hands. So bring the right knee down past your left leg and just squeeze the legs together. And then come back to center with your knees side by side. Bring the left knee down past your right leg and squeeze. And then bring this back to center. Right knee past your left leg again. And then come back into center here. Bring the left knee past your right leg again. And then come back into center. Right knee past your left leg one more time. Keep your fingertips pressing down. Back to center here. And then bring the left knee past your right leg one more time. And then come back into center. And then come up onto your fingertips and just walk your hands forward like you'd usually be in your all fours. Reaching the shoulders. And still with the knees together, but with the knees basically under your hips. Now with your palms facing down, go ahead and rotate your hands. Fingertips to the side and then in toward your knees or as far as you can go in that direction. Set your hands flat, spread the fingers out wide, and aggressively press your fingertips down. Keep that grip. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. This is good enough right here. Now if you want to take things a little bit further, keep that grip and keep your spine lifted, but see about bringing your right heel forward just outside your right hand. And then go ahead and set that knee down. And then left heel outside your left hand. And bring the knee down again. Keep gripping with your fingers. Right heel outside the right hand. Bring the knee back down. Left heel outside your left hand. And then bring the knee down. And then one more round. Right heel outside the right hand. Right knee down again. Left heel outside your left hand. And then bring the knee down. And then come up onto your fingertips down to sitting on your heels and take a moment. Shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. Now once your hands are ready, come back into all fours and we'll warm things up and definitely take this further into the hips. So wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips to set this up. Tuck the toes of both feet. Now with your toes tucked, just hover your knees up off the floor about an inch or so, not too far. And we're going to go back and forth from this position. Now let's take the first round slow. Step your right foot forward outside your right hand. And then lift your right hand and bring your left leg through so the left hand stays on the floor. And this is the hard part. Now pull back in, step your left foot back, bring your right hand down, and then the right foot goes back, and you're back in all fours with your knees lifted like we started. And it's easier to do than it is to explain. Bring your left foot forward outside your left hand, and then lift the left hand, bring your right leg through. Now pull the right leg back, set the toes down, left hand to the floor, and then the left foot steps back. And we'll go a little bit faster here, taking it side to side, right foot outside the right hand, and then pull your left leg through. Now pull back in, come back to all fours, and then step your left foot outside your left hand. Pull the right leg through, and then pull back in and come back into center. Right foot outside the right hand again, pull your left leg through, pull back in, come back to all fours, left foot outside the left hand, pull the right leg through, and then bring it back in and come back to center. Right foot outside the right hand, pull your left leg through, pull back in and come back to center here. Left foot outside your left hand, pull the right leg through, and then pull back in and come back to center. 2 more rounds. Right foot outside the right hand, pull your left leg through, pull back in, and then come back into center. Left foot outside your left hand, pull the right leg through, and then pull back in and come back to center. 1 more round. Right foot outside the right hand, pull your left leg through, pull back in, back to all fours. Left foot outside your left hand, pull your right leg through, and then pull back in, come back to center. Go ahead, set your knees down, and give yourself a moment here, move around and breathe. All right, and then one more thing to take this into the figure 4 and take this further into the hips. Now this is going to lead us toward baby Galavasana, keep in mind, which is going to help you appreciate how much easier actual Galavasana is than that pose. But just take things as far as you can and look for the hip stretch. So I want you to tuck the toes of both feet. Again, hover your knees up off the floor. And then step your right foot forward, but step it up and to the left. Now once you've taken that cross step, bring your left knee down to the mat. And then with your left hand, take hold of the right ankle. Now bring that right ankle as high up on your left thigh as you can and keep the toes of the right foot curled. If you want to stay here, this is good enough already. Now, if you're going to take it further, both hands down, keep your legs crossed like this, and then walk the hands in closer. Now keep the toes of your left foot tucked, lift your left knee up off the floor, and then round your torso over your crossed legs. Maybe just stay here, this could be plenty. Now if you want to take things further toward that baby Galavasana, see about walking your hands in closer. And then you got to get your forearms down to the floor. So this is going to take some adjustment, some shimmying around. Now what I recommend is bringing the right forearm down to the floor. Keep the right knee high on the right upper arm toward the armpit. And then as you bring your left forearm down, hook the left arm with your right foot. Now try to keep your left knee lifted. Look forward, start to lean. And maybe lean forward enough to lift that left foot. And this is pretty hard already. Now if you want to take it even further, you can extend that left leg up and back, and you should be pretty much close enough to kiss the floor at any point. And if you lifted that left leg, go ahead and bring it down. And then release this. Release the cross and come back to all fours. And that is supposed to be exceptionally difficult, keep in mind. So just work things as best you can. Now let's take it on the other side. Wrists into the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. Tuck the toes of both feet. And hover your knees up off the mat. Now step your left foot forward up and to the right. Just take that cross step. And then bring the right knee down. Now with your right hand, take hold of your left ankle. And then bring that ankle up high on the right thigh as much as you can. Keep the toes of your left foot curled. You can always stay here. And then it's both hands down. Tuck the toes of your right foot to take it further. Lift the right knee and round your torso over your crossed legs. You can always stay here. Now if you want to take it toward that baby Galavasana, walk the hands in closer and be ready to adjust. Now I do recommend bringing your left forearm down first. Left knee high up on the left arm as best you can. And then hook the left foot on your right arm as you bring that forearm down. Now look forward, start to lean. That'll lift the right foot if you can take it there. And maybe extend that right leg up and back. Not easy at all. And if you lifted that right leg, bring the knee back down. Everybody, from wherever you are, release your figure 4 and come back into all fours. And just give yourself a moment here to move around. Now you can just stay here and breathe, take a break, take another stretch, whatever you like. But whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and come into your downward facing dog. Now once you bring yourself into position, take a look at how you set it up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Now flatten your hands, press into your palms. You want to feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs, keep in mind. And then sink your chest down low to the floor. Now as your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high toward the ceiling as you can. And keep that long upward reach for the hips and let that straighten the upper body out. Pull into the belly, round the lower ribs, hold some tension in your core. And as your hips press high, if your legs are tight, let that go. You can always bend your knees. And you can stay loose with it. You can pedal out and let your hips move side to side. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward and step this to the front of the mat. Let's take a Ragdoll Fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend the knees. Now let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose here, let the muscles of your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands on the floor. You can reach the opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then from wherever you are, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin and restack your spine. So slowly round this up to standing, bring your head up last. And then just open up your palms at your sides. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And with your exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. So hinge at the hips. Start with a straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly. And then just release this at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway. Fingertips to the floor to your shins, lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat and step it back to high plank. Now find your shape. Resink the shoulders, palms press to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. Keep it lifted. And then take an inhale. Now with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Keep your body in line. Elbows pulled into your sides and lower with control. All the way down into your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. Let's take it up and down through low cobras. With an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. With the exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel this up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time and stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in your upper body, press into your feet. Take some more all the way out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, pull the shoulders back, keep your gaze forward. And work to lift up even higher. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, roll back down. Now hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides, press the palms to the floor. And let's take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward, let your hips hang, stay on the tops of your feet. And keep your legs active, work to lift your knees up from the mat. To take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes, try to pull the hips forward to help deepen and lengthen the arc all through the front. Now lift with the arms, but lift with your shoulders as well. Keep your neck long, keep your chest pulling forward. And then take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, pull your belly and hips up high, back to down dog. Now paddle out. Let your hips move side to side. And let's take it through our sun salutations here. Steady movement. Take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward. Step or float to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold this down. Now inhale to standing, reach this up high. Exhale, fold all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift here. And then with the exhale, hands to the mat, Chaturanga is next, half plank to low. With an inhale, open up your chest, lift your gaze up, dog cobra. And then with the exhale, pull your belly in and bring your hips up high to down dog. 2 more rounds like that, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to stand and reach us up high. And then with the exhale, bring it back down again. Inhale, lift halfway. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, high plank to lows next. With an inhale, open up, draw forward. Exhale, pull back in and bring your hips back up. One last round, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, arms reach high. Exhale, all the way back down. Inhale, half lift here. And then with the exhale, set the hands, Chaturanga. With an inhale, open up, pull forward. Exhale, draw back in. Bring your hips back up. Just find your downward facing dog and breathe here. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And with your right leg lifted, open to a scorpion dog. So bend the right knee, hang your right foot left. Let your hips open up, keep your shoulders square. With your next inhale, straighten the right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Now inhale your right leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow, hold here, stay forward. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, set the right foot down halfway down the mat and pull the left knee into your chest, round your spine. Now keep your hips up high, pressing your palms, dig your fingertips down. Arms vertical, shoulders stay over your wrists. Now just take it back and forth. Press into the right foot, come down on the left lightly. And then press into your left foot and land this on the right. Press into the right foot, come down on the left. Press back into your left foot, land this on the right. Now press into your right foot, land on the left one more time. And then set your right foot down between your hands, slide the left foot back, low lunge. You want to take this as a horizon lunge. So the left hand is your base. Roll to the outside of your left foot and slide your right foot back so you can set it flat. Now as you open to the right side, sink your hips down, reach that right arm toward the back of the mat. And we're going to take this straight up and down. So with an inhale, reach this up and forward, raise your hips. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, reach and raise again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, reach and raise one more time, hold here. Now keep reaching, keep your gaze up high, shoulders stacked. Push into your right foot, keep the hips lifted. And if you want to go even further, go ahead, bring the right hand to your right knee. Push into the right foot, see about lifting that left foot up off the floor. Try to keep the toes pointed to the side. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release both hands down. Right foot between your hands, back to low lunge. Now go ahead, bring your left knee down. Left foot flat behind it. We're going to take a kneeling lunge here. Hands to hips with an inhale. Just bring your torso all the way upright. And keep your hips squared to the front. Now press into the right foot, kick into the left, keep your glutes engaged. And then with an inhale, reach your arms up high. With the exhale, vertical twist. Right arm back, left arm forward, open to the right side. Inhale, back to center, reach us up high. Exhale, twist again. Right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale one more time, right arm back, left arm forward, hold here. Now keep looking back over your right shoulder, take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm face away. Keep that shoulder pulled back, you're still looking back and the left arm still reaching. And then as you push into the right foot, start to lean back. And bring that right elbow as close to your left heel as you can. So the left arm's reaching high, your chest is still open to the right, hold your twist. And kick into your left foot, squeeze your glutes and keep the hips pressing forward. You should feel all that lengthening on the front of the left side as you're leaning like this. Now with your next inhale, turn to center, reach the arms high. And then with the exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Now lean forward to the right foot, tuck the toes left. Lift your left knee up off the floor and bring this up into a high lunge. So deep bend of the right knee, left leg towards straight. Left hip forward, right hip back, keep your hips squared to the front. And then reach your arms up high and keep your spine vertical here to start. We're just going to take it back and forth from this position to a reverse warrior. So go ahead, drop your left heel. Left hand to left thigh, right arm reaches up and back. Keep that deep bend in your right knee. And then reach both arms high. Lift your left heel and square your hips forward. Again, drop the left heel. Left hand to left thigh, right arm reaches up and back. Look up. Back to center, both arms high. Lift your left heel, square the hips forward. One more time, drop your left heel. Left hand to left thigh, right arm up and back. Gaze up high. Now stay low on that right hip. Maybe walk that left hand down toward the left foot. And keep looking up, keep breathing here. Now with your next inhale, turn to center, arms up high, lift that left foot and square your hips forward. And then bring your hands to your low back. So interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back and keep your chest open. And we're going to go right from here to a warrior three. So lean forward over that right foot, keep looking forward. As you're ready, push into the right foot and lift the left foot up off the floor. Now keep your lifted body in one long line, crown the head through that left big toe. You can keep a little bend in that right knee. And maybe stay toward vertical. Now if you can take it deeper, hinge on the right hip, bring your body toward parallel to the floor. Keep your hips squared. Now slowly, with an inhale, bend that right knee. Bring yourself up to standing with your left knee high. And keep your chest open. Let's take the figure four. Left ankle crosses your right thigh, curl the toes. Now you can bend deep into that right knee, but just sit this up tall and keep the shoulders pulled back. This is good enough. Release the hands if you need to. Now if you're ready to take it further, you can hinge from the hips. Maybe use that bind and press your knuckles toward the ceiling. That'll open your shoulders as well. And just take this to where you like. And if you just want the hip stretch, you can keep the fold and bring the fingertips down to the floor. Now, if you're able to reach the floor, if you want the arm balance, both palms down, shin high on the upper arms, look forward and lean, just go slow. And then as you lean forward, maybe just hover the right foot. You can pull the heel up toward your seat And maybe extend that leg up and back, but take it to where you like. And then from wherever you are, bring that right knee to your left shin and bring the foot back to the floor. Everybody hands to your hips. Now with an inhale, bring yourself up to standing with your left knee high. And then go ahead and set that foot down. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. With the exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands. Take it through your Vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, give yourself a moment to paddle things out. And let's take all that to the other side. So with your next inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. And then move into your scorpion dog. Bend your left knee, hang the left foot right. Open up your hips, keep your shoulders squared. With your inhale, straighten the left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Hold here, stay lifted around your spine. And then set your left foot down about halfway down the mat and pull the right knee to your chest. Now keep that right leg pulled in close. Press into your palms, dig your fingertips down, shoulders over wrists, keep your arms straight. And let's take it back and forth. Push into your left foot, land on the right. And then press into the right foot, come down on the left. Press into the left foot, land this on the right again. Press into the right foot, come down on the left. Now press into your left foot, land on the right one more time. And then step your left foot down between your hands, slide the right foot back, low lunge. And let's take the horizon lunge, right hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot, slide the left foot back so you can set it flat. Now sink your hips down and reach your left arm toward the back of the mat. And let's take it back and forth here. Inhale, reach this forward and up, raise your hips. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, reach and raise again. And then with your exhale, lower. Inhale, reach and raise one more time. Now stay lifted, bring your gaze up high. And this is good enough right here. Keep your hips lifted, keep pressing into that left foot. If you're going to go further, left hand to left knee. And as you press into your left foot, see about lifting that right foot up off the floor, but keep the toes pointed to the side and keep breathing here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, both hands down. Step the left foot between your hands. And then go bring your right knee down. We'll take that kneeling lunge again, flatten the right foot. Now keep your hips squared, hands to your hips. With an inhale, just bring yourself all the way up, right? Everything stacks to vertical from the right knee up. Now kick into the right foot, push down to the left. And then with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, vertical twist, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale to center, reach us up high. Exhale, twist again, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward, and hold here. Now take a half bind, left arm behind your back, palm facing, keep that shoulder pulled back, keep looking back over your left shoulder, the right arm still reaching the other way. And then as you kick into the right foot, start to lean this back. Bring that left elbow closer to the right heel, and keep your hips pressing forward the whole time. Feel that lengthening to the front of the right side. As you hold that twist, keep breathing. Now with your next inhale, turn to center, reach both arms high. And with the exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Now lean forward to the left foot, tuck the toes to the right. Lift your right knee up off the mat, find your high lunge stance. Right hip forward, left hip back, hips are still square. And then once you're ready, reach the arms up high. Now back and forth from here to that reverse warrior. Drop the right heel, right hand to the right thigh, left arm reaches up and back, look up. And then come back to center, both arms high, lift your right heel and square the hips forward. Drop the right heel down. Right hand to the right thigh, left arm up and back, gaze high. And then both arms high, lift the right heel, square this forward again. One more time, drop the right heel, right hand to the right thigh, left arm up and back, keep looking up. And stay low on that left hip. If you want to go further, maybe walk the right hand down toward the right foot. And just keep breathing. Now with your next inhale, reach the arms up high, lift that right heel square forward, and then bring your hands to your low back and find the grip that feels strange. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back, and keep your chest open. And then once you're ready, lean forward to that left foot. We'll take a warrior three. All the way comes the left foot. Lift that right foot up off the floor as you straighten the left leg. Now again, keep your lifted body in one long line. Keep your hips squared. Keep looking forward. If you can take it deeper, just keep a little bend your left knee. Hinge from left hip, maybe come down toward parallel. Take it to where you can. And then slowly, with an inhale, bring yourself upright. Lift your right knee, you're balancing here. And you can release the hands at any time, but try to keep that bind. Find your figure 4. Right ankle crosses your left thigh. Curl the toes and keep the knee to the side. Put a little bend in the left knee, start to sink down, maybe just stay here. Now, if you want to go deeper, you can hinge from the hips, but keep looking forward. Maybe even press your knuckles toward the ceiling. And you can fold this low over your crossed legs. Now, if you want to just keep the fold, maybe bring your fingertips down and hold. And if you want the arm balance, it's both palms down, right shin high on both upper arms. Look forward and lean. Kick that foot forward. See about hovering your left foot. Maybe pull the heel up toward your seat. Maybe extend the left leg up and back. Take this to where you can. And then from wherever you are, bring that left knee back to your shin and bring the foot back to the floor. Everybody, hands to your hips. Now with an inhale, bring yourself up to standing with your right knee high for just a moment. And then go ahead, set that foot down. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands, another vinyasa from here. From your down dog, take a moment, paddle things out and breathe. And then we'll take the next sequence. So with the next inhale, raise the right leg high behind you. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Now exhale, knee to right elbow one more time. Hold here, stay forward. And lower that knee down toward your wrist. Pull it up past the elbow. Down toward the wrist, and then pull the knee up high. Down toward the wrist. Pull the knee up one more time, hold, and then set the right foot down halfway down the mat. Pull that left knee to your chest. Now press into your palms, dig your fingertips down, shoulders over wrist. Keep your arms vertical, and push into your palms as you take it back and forth. Press off that right foot, land on the left. Push into your left foot, come down on the right. Press into your right foot, land this on the left. Press into your left foot and land it on the right. Now press into your right foot, land on the left one more time. And then the right foot comes down between your hands. Slide your left foot back, low lunge. And from here to the horizon lunge. Left hand is your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot. Slide the right foot back so you can set it flat. Sink your hips low. Reach that right arm toward the back of the mat. And then when you're ready, with an inhale, reach this up and over. Lift your hips. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, reach and raise again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, reach and raise one more time. Hold here, keep looking up. And if you're going to go further, right hand to your right knee. Push into the right foot, try to lift the left, but keep the toes of the left foot pointed to the side. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, both hands down. Right foot between your hands, back to low lunge. And then from here, we're going to take this into a kneeling warrior 2. So bring your left knee down, and then bring your left foot over to the right side of the mat. Now, bring your torso upright. Everything stacks to vertical from the left knee up. Now, as you set this up, line up the right heel with your left knee, and you can walk that right foot further forward as long as you can keep it flat. Now, everything's open toward the left side of the mat. Take a half bind, left arm behind your back, palm facing me, pull that shoulder back. Reach your right arm forward to open the palm toward the ceiling. Ground down into both feet, and we'll take it back and forth. So with an inhale, reverse, reach back, lean back, gaze up high. With the exhale, extend it forward, keep looking up. Inhale, reverse this again. Exhale, extend. Now inhale, reverse one more time and hold. So keep reaching up and back, keep looking up, pull the left shoulder back, keep that right foot grounded, and keep your hips active, the glutes active, so the hips are still pressing out to the side. Keep breathing here. Now take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring both hands down around your left knee. And then press into your right foot, come up onto both feet. We'll take a straddle stance, still open toward this side of the mat. So heels in, toes out, keep the fold with your hands down. You can go wide or narrow, whatever your hips actually allow. But take this to the point where you can actually straighten both legs. Now keep your chest facing down. Come up onto the fingertips, engage your core. Reach the crown of the head straight forward and keep your gaze down. Reach the arms out to the side. We're going to take this back and forth twisting. So take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, twist this left. Right hand to your left ankle, left arm high. Inhale back to center, arms out wide. And then with the exhale, twist this right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist left again. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale to center. And then exhale, twist right. Inhale, back to center. With the exhale, twist left one more time and hold. Now draw down further. Use that right hand. Pull your belly into your left thigh, even if you got to bend your left knee to feel that. But reach your left arm high, look up toward the ceiling, and just breathe here. Now take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, bring both hands down just inside your left foot. Now press both palms down flat. Keep the left foot flat. And then bend your left knee. Now lift the right heel. Drag the right big toe over to all the weights in your left foot. So keep your hips up high. That left knee can stay bent, but fold in close so you can feel that left thigh on the side of your ribs, on the side of your torso, on that left side. Now just keep that fold with your hands pressed down. And then go ahead and hover your right foot. This could be good enough. Now if you're going to take it further, bend the right knee, pull the heel up toward your seat. And if you want to take it further, keep the right leg lifted, but point the knee toward the front of the mat. Now, if you want to take it further from here, extend your right leg parallel to the floor, and then bend the knee and pull the heel in close. Extend the right leg out to the side again, and then pull the heel back in. One more time, right leg out to the side and hold here. Now, keep reaching through the big toe. Keep pressing both hands down. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just set the right foot down. Now, once that foot comes down, bend into both knees, move around for a moment. And then go ahead, bring your hands up onto your thighs and crawl this up into a horse stance. So heels in, toes out. Bring the thighs down toward parallel to the floor. Bring the hips down low. Just move around for a moment. And then when you're ready, just bring your torso upright at center. Now take a half bind, right on behind your back, palm facing. Bring that hand all the way to the left side. And then your left hand meets the right. Palms together, fingers interlaced, shoulders pull back. Keep your chest open. Now we'll take this back and forth into balancing. So put your weight to the left foot, lean left, and then the right leg lifts. Now keep your knees bent, keep your knees wide, hold your balance. And then set that right foot down. Again, weight to the left foot, lean left. Lift your right leg, knees are bent, knees are wide. And then set that foot down. One more time, weight to the left foot, lean left. Lift your right leg, knees are bent, knees are wide, stay here. And then set the right foot down one more time. Now look at your right foot. Pivot on the heel, point the toes to the front of the mat. Now bring your weight forward to the right foot. And then come forward with your left knee high and find your balance here. Now once you're stable, go ahead and move into your figure four. Left ankle crosses your right thigh. Keep the toes curled, keep the knee to the side. Maybe just hold this with a little bend in the right knee, and that's good enough. If you want to take it further, keep your chest open. You can hinge from the hips. Keep looking forward. And see about folding this low over your crossed legs. Now you can keep the fold and bring your hands down. And if you want the arm balance, it's going to be both palms down again. Shin high in the arms. Look forward, lean forward, keep your hips high. See about hovering that right foot. Maybe pull the heel up. And maybe extend your leg up and back. Take it to where you can. All right, from wherever you are, right knee to left shin, right foot to the floor. Everybody, hands to your hips. With an inhale, bring yourself up to standing with your left knee high for just a moment. And then go ahead and set that foot down. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands. Take it through another vinyasa. From your down dog, take a moment, paddle out. And let's even all that out on the other side. So with your next inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow one more time, stay here. And then lower that knee toward your wrist. Pull it up high past the elbow. Down toward the wrist. And then pull it up high. Down toward the wrist. Pull the knee up one more time and hold. And then set the left foot down halfway down the mat. Pull the right knee to your chest. And then press in your palms. Arms vertical. Dig your fingertips down. Shoulders stay over your wrists. And take it light. Take it back and forth. Push into your left foot. Land on the right. Press into your right foot. Come down on the left. Press into your left foot. Come down on the right. Press back into your right foot. Land on the left. Now press into your left foot. Land on the right one more time. And then set your left foot down between your hands. Slide the right foot back, low lunge. And one more time for that horizon lunge. Right hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot. Slide the left foot back so you can set it flat. Let your hips sink low. Reach that left arm toward the back of the mat. And then up and down. With the inhale, reaches forward, raise your hips. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, reach and raise again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach and raise one more time. Stay lifted, keep looking up. And if you want to take it further, left hand to left knee, push into the left foot to lift the right, but keep the toes of the right foot pointed to the side. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, both hands down, left foot between your hands into low lunge. And then from here to that kneeling warrior two, drop the right knee down. And then bring the right foot to the left side of your mat. Now come up right, everything stacks vertical from the right knee up, hands to your hips. And set this up with the left knee in line, or left heel in line with your right knee. Everything's open to the right side of the mat. Now you can always walk that left foot forward if you like, as long as you can still keep that foot flat, the hips stay open. And then bring the right arm behind your back for a half bind, palm facing away. Reach your left arm forward with the palm open toward the ceiling. Keep your feet grounded and take it back and forth. Inhale, reverse, reach back, lean back, gaze up high. Exhale, extend it forward, keep looking up. Inhale, reverses. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse, and hold. Now keep that left shoulder pulled back, keep the left arm reaching, keep the right shoulder pulled back as well. Ground down into that left foot, and keep your hips pressing out to the side. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring both hands down around your right knee. Now stay open to the right side of the mat, come up onto both feet, and find that straddle fold. Heels in, toes out. Bring your legs up as straight as you can. And you go wide, and go narrow, whatever suits you best. Now, engage your core. Extend the crown of the head forward, torso parallel to the floor. And reach the arms out wide, and we'll take it back and forth twisting. So take an inhale. And then with the exhale, twist this right. Left hand to the right ankle, right arm high. Inhale back to center, arms out wide. And with the exhale, twist this left. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, twist right again. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale up to center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist left. Now inhale back to center. Exhale, twist right one more time and hold. Now use the left hand, pull your torso down into the right thigh. Bend the right knee if you need to, but touch your belly to the right thigh and keep looking up toward the ceiling. And just breathe here. Now take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, bring both hands down inside the right foot. Set both palms flat. Now as you press into the palms, bring the weight to the right foot. Lift your left heel, drag the left big toe over to all the weights in your right leg. And then just hover the left foot up off the floor. You could just stay like this. Now if you want to take it further, keep both palms down, but bend the left knee, pull that heel up toward your seat. And if you want to move this, take it further, point the left knee toward the front of the mat. And then back and forth, extend that left leg parallel to the floor. Bend the knee and pull the heel back in. Extend your left leg out to the side. And then pull the heel back in. One more time, left leg out to the side, hold here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring that left foot down. Now bend into both knees, move side to side. We're going to take this to a horse stance. So go ahead, crawl this up and bring your hands up onto your thighs. Bring your torso toward upright, move around. And settle in with your hips toward the level of your knees. Now once you're up, once you're ready, left arm behind your low back, palm face away, bring it to the right side. And then with your right hand, bring the palms together. So interlace the fingers, pull the shoulders back, keep your chest open. And we'll take this into balancing. So lean the weight to the right foot, lift your left heel, take it further as you're leaning, lift your left leg, keep your knees bent, keep your knees wide. And then set your left foot down. Again, bring the weight over to the right, lean right. Left leg lifts, knees are bent, knees are wide, hold a little bit longer. And then bring that foot back down, back to horse. Put the weight to the right foot, lean right. Left leg lifts, knees are bent, knees are wide, hold here. And then go ahead, set your left foot down. Now look at the left foot, pivot on the heel and point the toes to the front of the mat. And then come forward with your right knee high. Find your balance in this leg. Now one more time to that figure four. Right ankle crosses your left thigh. Keep the toes curled, keep the knee to the side. Maybe just bend your left knee and sink down a little bit. If you're ready to take it further, hinge from the hips, keep your shoulders pulled back, keep your gaze forward. And take this as low as you can, folding over your crossed legs. Now you can keep the fold and just bring the fingertips down. And if you want the arm balance one more time, it's both palms down. Keep that shin high on the arms. Look forward, lean forward. See about hovering the left foot. Try to keep your hips high. Maybe pull that left heel up close. Maybe extend that left leg up and back. But again, just take it to where you can. And then again, from wherever you are, bring the knee back to the shin. The foot comes down to the floor. Everybody hands to your hips. With an inhale, come up to standing with your right knee high for just a moment. And then go ahead and set that foot down. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And with the exhale, set the hands, take it through one more vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, just take a moment, paddle out here. All right, let's take it to half pigeon. Inhale the right leg high behind you. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Now go ahead, bring your left knee down, flatten the left foot behind you, and pull the left hip forward. So keep your hips in line, keep them squared, and sink your weight straight down. Look for at least some of that stretch on the right side, outer right hip or toward the glutes. Now you can just stay upright like this, and that's good enough. You can come into a back bend and take this deeper. And if you want to just melt down and relax, you can come down to the elbows, maybe melt down all the way. Just take it to where you need to right now and breathe with this for a moment. All right, now from here, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. And when the hands are close enough, lower to the right hip, swing your left leg forward. We're going to take another pose. I'm going to take this to a Shashasana variation. Now keep the left leg extended and the right knee bent. Sole the right foot to the inner left thigh as high as you're comfortable with. Now just take a moment, sit this up tall, and position this so your chest is facing forward just inside your left leg. Now reach both arms up high. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, hinge forward halfway down. And bring both hands to the floor inside that left leg. Now press your low back forward to tip your pelvis forward from here. And you're trying to get the left side of your torso or the left side of your belly to touch the left inner thigh. Bend your left knee if you need to make that happen. Find the contact. Now keep your chest pulling forward. See about bringing both arms down. Grip the floor. Keep drawing the chest forward. Keep your gaze forward. Now keep that left thigh squeezing in close to your side. And if you can maintain all that, maybe press that left heel forward and straighten the leg. Now, if you want to take it even further, if you've got the flexibility, you can start to walk the hands further forward and draw yourself further down. But still, keep your core engaged to press the low back forward and tip the pelvis. And just take this where you can. Dig into your left heel. Pull that left hip back and feel the stretch on the back of the left thigh, maybe the inner thigh as well. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, slowly walk your hands back in. And then go ahead, cross at the ankles, roll forward your hands into all fours, step it back to down dog. And let's take all that on the other side. So when you're ready with an inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. And with the exhale, just bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. Now bring the right knee down, right foot flat behind, pull the right hip forward, keep it in line with the left, and sink your weight straight down. Look for at least some of that stretch on the left side this time, outer left hip toward the glutes. Now, you can just hold here and keep your chest pulling forward to stay upright. If you want to go deeper in this direction, you take it toward one of the back bends. And again, you can melt it down to the elbows. You can just relax and come down all the way. Take it to where you need to here. All right, and then again, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. Lower yourself to the left hip, swing your right leg forward. And let's take that Shashasana variation on this side. So the right leg's extended, left knee bent, sole the left foot to the inner right thigh. Again, just as high as you're comfortable with. Now sit this up tall with your chest facing forward just inside the right leg. Now reach the arms up high, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, hinge forward halfway and bring both hands down inside the right leg. Now press your low back forward. Use your core right away to tip the pelvis forward. And bend your right knee if you need to, but touch the left side of your, right side of your abdomen to the right inner thigh. Now to take it further, see about bringing your forearms down, grip the floor, keep pulling forward. And if you made that contact on the right side with the right inner thigh, maybe go ahead and press that foot further forward still. Now you can go deeper to the fold and walk the arms even more forward, but make sure the pelvis is tipped and you can come into that stretch. You can dig into the right heel, pull that hip back and feel more of a stretch on the right inner thigh or just the back of the thigh, but take it to where you can. And then again, if the hands are forward, walk them back into center. Bring yourself upright. And go ahead, bend into both knees. And then come all the way down onto your back this time. Now once you're down, pull your knees into your chest and just squeeze everything in tight. And then go ahead and release your grip, and we'll just take this through one long round of back bending here. So feet and knees about hips width distance apart. Bring the heels in close enough that your low back's basically flat. And I'm going to start this out with bridge and then lead into wheel. You can always stay in bridge, and that's good enough. And if you want to take it into wheel from the beginning, feel free. But once the feet are set up, go ahead, bring your arms to your sides, palms down, gaze up high. And then when you're ready, with an inhale, press your feet, squeeze your glutes, lift this up, and just hold the lift. Now keep your glutes squeezing and keep your hips pressing high, and that's good enough, but hold the tension of the lift. And if you want to deepen your bridge, you can bring your hands under your hips. Maybe interlace the fingers, maybe pull the palms together. You can work the shoulders further behind your back to open your chest up even more. And if you want to take it further still, if you're able to reach, you can hold your ankles and use that grip to lift the hips higher, open your chest even further. Now, if you want to go from bridge to wheel, keep your hips lifted but release your hands. So the hands come around your head, palms down, fingertips toward the shoulders, elbows high. And then when you're ready, press your palms. Maybe lift the top of your head first. And then whenever you're ready, straighten your arms. So hips toward the ceiling, chest toward the back wall, keep your glutes squeezing. For either pose, you can always lift your heels if you feel it too much in the low back. But keep the back line of the body tensing up to open up the front. And try to keep your breathing long and smooth here. And then when you're ready, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring everything back down to the mat. Once you're down, draw the knees in close, squeeze everything in. And then we'll take this as Supta Gomukhasana. So left foot to the floor, right knee to the center of your chest. Open your right leg to 90 degrees. And then bring the left knee in tight behind the right. Now as your legs are squeezing, pull down. It's opposite hand to opposite leg. You can hold the knees, or to go further, you can work your hands down toward your feet. And if you want to take it deep, curl your toes toward your hands and pull the feet down toward the floor and up toward your shoulders at the same time. Now, whatever grip you have, keep your knees close. Work to flatten your spine as you're pulling down. And then press up into your hands at the same time, wherever your grip is. Now take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your grip, untangle the legs. Switch it out. Right foot to the floor, left knee to the center of your chest. Open your left leg to 90 degrees. Cross the legs and bring the right knee in directly behind the left. Now squeeze down, and again, you can hold the knees. You can work the hands closer to the feet. And if you want to take it deeper, curl your toes toward your hands, pull the feet toward the floor, and up toward the shoulders at the same time. Now whatever grip you have, knees stay close. Work to flatten your spine as you're pulling down and push up into your hands at the same time. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your grip. Bring your knees into your chest side by side. Again, squeeze everything down. And let's take happy baby. Reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees. And draw down on both sides. So try to bring the knees to the floor outside your ribs and press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working both up and down. Flatten out your spine. Sink your tailbone toward the floor. And if you want to take this further, you rock a little bit side to side. And then further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip if you want to take it there. And then finally, when you're ready, take a deep inhale here. Draw it down as much as you can. And with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat. And then when you're ready here, just start to move again bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then pull everything back in, bring the elbows toward your chest, draw your knees up as well. And just take your time. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale here, hold on to at the top. And just let everything go. I think you've been on class. Namaste.